Hello traders, I'm going to quickly share my view on the markets. This is 7th of July 2023. It's a Friday. Well, if you take a look at the Nifty, after 8 successive positive days, what we had was 165 points down move. I think that this down move that we saw in today's trade is actually healthy for the overall medium-term to long-term trend of the market. We should not forget that this week, even last week and this week, the index hit an all-time high. For the last 2 weeks, the move was exceptional. And so this kind of a down move is good for the overall market. What is a little difficult to accept the fact was the index did slip quite a bit from its intra-week high, especially the Bank Nifty. We'll come to the Bank Nifty a little later, but for the Nifty, of course, the psychological 19K is, of course, the very obvious support for the index now. So expect around 18,900, 1900 to act as the support. On the upside, 19,500 will act as the immediate resistance. So I did say that the Bank Nifty was a little discomforting from the fact that it slipped maximum from the highest point of this week's trade. Under the Japanese candlestick parlance, what we have on the weekly charts is called a gravestone doji. Yes, the name clearly suggests the fact that it's not a positive pattern, and so we can expect that the Bank Nifty can slip further down next week. But what is important that if you take a micro look at the workings of the banking stocks, you can clearly find the disconnect between the private sector banks and the PSU banks. In fact, in today's trade, all the PSU banks were in the green. It was the private sector banks that dragged the index down. Sadly, it's actually the private sector banks that enjoy a maximum of the weightage. And so if this underperformance from the private sector banks continue, we can expect further weakness from the Bank Nifty. So support should be at around 44,500, resistance around 45,300. But the key level, like it is psychological 19K for the Nifty, the psychological key level for the Bank Nifty is going to be 45K. Now, today's 165 points down move for the Nifty was essentially broad-based, but two sectors which held out. They were the auto and the media. Now, within the auto, it's the four-wheelers, especially Tata Motors and M&M, which held the sector up. The sector is in a very strong uptrend and it's showing pretty good resilience to hold on to that strength. Media, however, is not that strong. It's a one-off, it's a move that an 8% move that came in from Z Entertainment, which helped the Nifty media scale up and stay in the positive territory. Now, amongst the top 20 Nifty stocks, it was Hindustan Unilever that fell the max in today's trade. Now, being the biggest loser is not the point. The point that I want to share with you is it has actually failed to sustain a beautiful breakout that it gave in this week's trade. Essentially, what I'm hinting at is probably Hindustan Unilever has given us a breakout failure. If that's the case, if early next week, Monday or Tuesday, if we see the stock slipping below today's low, then we can clearly expect further weakness from this index heavyweight. Overall, I would say that the market has just started to correct/consolidate the recent 2-week moves, which is fine. It does not damage the underlying trend of the market. We can expect further weakness. 19K probably is going to be the fulcrum for the Nifty 50, and we should keep a cautiously bullish bias on the overall markets. I hope you have traded well this week. Prepare well over the weekend for the next week, and do enjoy your weekend as well. Take care.